The Panthers kicker Graham Gano set and ready to go as we are off from Charlotte. This fielded at the 2. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. So out come the Rams now for their first possession. They'll be led out by their quarterback, the guy out of California, the former Cal Bear, Jared Goff.
While in college, quarterback teams that improved their win total from 1 his freshman year to 5 his sophomore year to 8 his junior year. Love that type of improvement. Love that type of diligence.
180. 54. Coming to you. Coming to you.
They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. Cook's now in his second season with the Rams. He's had 4 straight years over 1,000 yards. He had 2 with the Saints, 1 with New England, and then he went over 1,000 again last year with the Rams. 80 catches, 1,204 yards. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
What we got?
Now the 3rd leading rusher in the NFL last year, Todd Gurley. Oh, and now some space to operate. That good for 22 and a first down.
Get ready.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Goff now to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Woods. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally, and then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
And the starting defense here for the Panthers.
Eric Reid is a safety that you can use all over on defense, both in the box as a tackler and back deep as a cover man.
The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for 3rd down. Oh, and the hard count might have got him. This might be a first down.
Defense.
So a jump there defensively.
That's a killer. Watch the football. Don't.
Good work that time to get him to jump, and now here's 1st and 10. Following the penalty, it's Gurley. And an alley to run. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. 21-yard touchdown run. And the Rams take it right down and score on the opening drive. Excellent start there. First drive of the season. Big-time success putting it in the end zone.
And remember, that was done without any real map of how to do it. In other words, the deeper you get into the season, you get game film to work off of, tendencies to work off of. The first drive of the season, things can be entirely different than what you've seen in the past. It's a really good job of execution by them.
So here are the Panthers now under head coach Ron Rivera. And they'll be led out by the NFL's most valuable player from 2015. It's Cam Newton.
There are a number of great quarterbacks in the NFL, but I have to believe that the prototype in terms of look has to be Cam Newton. That stature and frame, almost breathtaking when you see him in person. And now he's starting to put it all together with consistency in his game, throwing, running, leading.
A first carry for Christian McCaffrey, who made his first Pro Bowl last year. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Running with the fullback, Alex Arma. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a game.
Just about every team, okay, forget it. On every team, the goal is to be in 3rd and what they call manageable, to give yourself a chance to pick up a first down. How about that call on 2nd down? The big man puts them in position to make it 3rd and manageable. I want if he'll get a second chance at it to try and pick up the first down. On third down, it's very simple. Make sure you get beyond the sticks, make the catch, pick up the first down. But in this case, he turned it into bonus time and was off to the races for a monster play.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. The ball's out. McCaffrey lost it. And now the Rams have got it going the other way. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. Didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. On the draw, Goff gives to Gurley. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
Luke Kuechly combines speed, intelligence, toughness, puts it all together. It makes plays like one we just saw there. He may not be a big-time blitzer, but, boy, he knows how to pursue straight ahead and make plays in the run game.
First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley, and he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34. Now a draw as Goff gives to Gurley. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. Give them 14 on that one and a first down. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Here's Goff. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. Out of the gun. Goff. They got a man. It's Woods. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
180.
They'll try and push it in with Gurley. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. 2nd and goal from the 1. Goff going to hand it to Gurley. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Todd Gurley with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. They've got to be thrilled on the road right now. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown, and quickly trying to make it 14-0.
Yeah, and you mentioned it already. On the road, to be able to go into someone else's house and establish a start like that, obviously your confidence rises in a big way, and you're putting some doubt in their minds.
Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. From the 25 on second down, Newton. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third. These two teams squaring off here in week 1. You might remember they used to be in that old NFC West division together from 1995 to 2001. The Falcons, Saints, and 49ers were also in there with the Rams and Panthers. And the Panthers recently, they've dominated this series. They've won 6 of the last 7 against the Rams.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender is making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Todd Gurley and the Rams offense set to take over. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Now, right now, they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Goff turns and gives to Gurley. He finds an opening past the 40. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating them up here in the first quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, not get loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling.
On 1st and 10, Goff. Right side complete. That's Woods. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead. From the gun, here's Goff. Oh, he can't hang on. That was a dream chance for any D lineman to possibly get a pick. But instead it falls down incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Goff. It's caught left side by Cooks. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. They go play action with Gurley. Now Goff. And he's got it. That's Kupp for a Ram touchdown. Cooper Kupp there to make the grab. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. And they use that height on the outside.
Complete to number 18, Cooper Kupp. Touchdown, Los Angeles.
They had to go to the monitor and get an extra look. That's what the technology is for. And this touchdown will count. Zerline connects on the extra point, and it's now 21-0. So that drives 7 plays in length, and it winds up with a touchdown for Los Angeles. This is taken at the 3. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And some dangerous territory. Already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. And that's caught inside the 30. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Curtis Samuel, 71 yards. As they are now on the board here in the first half. And he showcased his blazing speed on that one.
Was he wearing football cleats or track spikes? Because he was gone. Big-time play. And just think about what that does if you're a receiver on the team with him. Well, that's got to open things up for you as well, because if I'm a defense, I've got to get back deeper and deeper in order to keep him in front. But I'm not sure how many can actually keep him in front with that speed.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Todd Gurley and the offense, they get set and trot back out there now. A good job in the passing game, decent job in the running game, but really they've been more effective through the air. We'll see if that shifts at all as this goes on.
Thus far, it feels like they're calling this game in reverse. Normally you run to set up the pass. Here it feels like they're passing, hoping to set up the run and be more effective later on in the game.
And you can look at this time for Woods, and it's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it, and the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. Try to get it to Woods.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Now following the interception, here's Newton. Flush to his right, and that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll run with McCaffrey.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Steps away to his left. He may try and run for this. Newton able to use those legs and get past the marker to pick up the first.
Even at the age of 30, Cam says it's just a number. Still a real threat running the football. We all know about the touchdowns, but ran for 488 yards last season. That was 4th among all NFL quarterbacks. He can still tote the mail.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11. They'll try the air now with Newton. This is caught. That one good for 26 and a first down. We often, with Cam Newton, talk a lot about his legs. Don't forget about that arm.
He can throw it on a rope. He can loft it. He's got the touch that's been developed throughout his career. But the big part about just watching him throw it seems almost effortless.
Now Newton. That's complete right around the 8. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and goal. Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. Newton. Dancing to his left. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down. 3rd and goal. This L.A. Rams defense will try to bow up once more. From the gun, here's Newton. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, then fight it out.
And forces 4th down. And the tight end Olsen, right side. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And this Rams defense comes up with a goal line stand. Well, they were looking for a clutch play there on 4th, unable to come up with it.
How about that defense, though, huh? How about that D?
Momentum swing.
And, you know, I remember playing how much.
And no forward progress here. This is going to be a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender.
Ooh.
To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. This is McCaffrey. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
What inning? 54. Mike 54. I'm coming. Great. Mike 5-4. Hey, defense. Let's go. Check nine.
Just beating the play clock is Newton. And Olsen over the middle. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Newton now 6 of 10 in this first half. He's got his guys a first down here. A shotgun snap for Newton. Being chased out left. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. So an instance there of Cam being Cam. We know he can use his legs.
And with that big body, it's hard to get him down even if you get a clear shot on him. Plus, he moves it a lot faster than what people think. And boy, does he have fun playing the game of football.
Ready. 54 Mike. Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball.
Now Newton on first down. Looking for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Aqib Talib. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Goff will lead the Rams up here first and 10 at the 20. They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. And he'll be upended after a gain of 5 up to the 25-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. Now Goff. He gets it to Cooks. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
Here we go.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 30. Gone. And his throw is incomplete. Robert Woods, former USC man, the intended target, but it's going to be 2nd down. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 11 yards there, first down. So many questions about Todd Gurley in the offseason. How good is the knee? I mean, remember, he had a heavy workload the last couple years, nearly 4,000 yards from scrimmage, 40 total touchdowns, but just 4 carries in the NFC Championship game, 10 in the Super Bowl. So we'll see what kind of usage he gets this season. 11 yards there, just like last play. And into the red zone now, and Charles, they told us, offense in the red zone was a focus this week in practice.
A huge priority, and the key was to get points. So you know that all the time during the week they talked about executing, taking care of the football, no big mistakes. Make sure they put points on the board and come out of it with that.
On 2nd and 7, Goff. This will be caught at about the 5. And he's brought down. 12 yards there and a first down. To throw is Goff. And he's going to be swallowed up and taken down. Sacked back at the 5-yard line. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL. Here, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. K1 short with a sack. That's 315 pounds of man right there. They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. From 10 yards out, and the Rams tack on to their advantage. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. Zerline now for the PAT. And that one pushes the lead up to an even 20. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And the result for the Rams, a touchdown. This will be fielded at the 6. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. Getting set to go again here. Cam Newton marches back onto the field. And how does he rally the troops, so to speak? He's played well, but they're down big on the scoreboard. How does he get his guys going?
To make sure they understand it's not a me game, it's a team game. Everyone has to come together. Everyone has to up the level of play a little bit, including himself, and find a way to make some plays in order to give them a little bit of a spark and rally the team.
We'll see if they can indeed rally down big on the scoreboard right now. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. On first down, it's Newton. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Newton to throw. Buying time to his left. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things. Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd. Well, he's been the guy, already over 100 yards here in the first half. Could have had a lot more if he would have been able to haul that one in.
Yeah, in fact, our statistician Marvin was already handing me a piece of paper with that yardage totaled on it. He thought that catch was going to happen just as you and I did as well.
So good field position for the Rams as they come up 1st and 10. Goff. And Cooks has it over the middle. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Goff now closing in on a 200-yard first half through the air. It's 1st and 10. Over the middle, that's hauled in by Kupp. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout. There's 2 seconds to go here in half number 1. Goff now over 200 yards already in this first half. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Goff. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Cooper Kupp as the first half is winding down. And the Rams tack on to their advantage.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that can finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it winds up with a touchdown for Los Angeles. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my linemen out in space and see if they can chop a hole